So I'm often asked why I'm inspired to work as hard as I do and why I do what I do as a team leader and a business owner. And it's taken me a lot of years to really understand what my big why is. When I really started to think about it, I started to reflect on my own life, and it really brought me back to my childhood and growing up. It brings me back to this location. This waterway is the San Mateo Lagoon, in which I grew up on. Just a few doors down from this location here, my family owned a home. My stepdad bought the home in 1993, and I was raised on this lagoon, water skiing here almost on a daily basis. Stability was always a challenge in my life growing up, and now being a mom of 2 young boys and working around the clock, giving birth 9 weeks ago, never taking a day off since giving birth, and every day just pushing harder and harder. I understand that my big why is them, but even deeper, it's the stability that I can give them. That is really the reason that I do what I do. So about 10 years ago, I found Bikram Yoga as being an outlet for me that really helps me de-stress and get grounded within myself. Being a business owner and a mom and a wife and running a household, it's always a juggle. And really finding something that energizes me, something that I can do, whether it's in a studio or in my garage or in my front yard or backyard when the kids are still sleeping in the morning. It's so incredibly important. And even more now that I have another newborn and a toddler, and I'm still working 15, 18 hours a day. The days are long, but really the years are so short and they go so fast. As some of the people in my life that really inspire me remind me a lot that I have to take time for myself as well. So I started my real estate career about 6.5 years ago after having some pretty deep reflection for about a year, leaving the government and being in a position that I just wasn't really happy with. I did some soul searching for about a year to figure out what my next move was going to be. And I realized that, I was always happiest when I was helping people. After about a year of trying to figure out what that move was, the universe opened up a great opportunity for me, and I became an assistant to a top producing real estate agent in San Francisco. For me, I realized very quickly that I wanted to leave legacy. I quickly found out after leaving his team that I was going to become a mom for the first time. I worked with some great companies to build McNally and Associates, and it took about 8 months to get the branding and the logos done. And through that process, I became very clear as to what my vision for this team was going to be. It took me about 3 years from that point to be where I am now. And in realizing that the team that I'm building is a team with me being surrounded by partners, me being surrounded by individuals who drive me, motivate me, and help me learn every day as well. So all of the agents on my team are partners. We're all partners. We're a family. And I think that's why we all work so well together. Whether you're in an operations manager role, or whether you are a licensed agent, or whether you're a transaction coordinator on the team, we're all working together. We all realize and recognize that we're all human. We all make errors. We all make mistakes. But at the end of the day, we're here for one big reason. And that reason is to make sure that we're helping our clients. Whether we are representing a client who's buying a $500,000 studio in San Francisco, or we're representing a client who's selling a $5 million property, all of our clients receive the exact same service. And that is something that I made sure was core deep many years ago when I started McNally and Associates. I want every single client to walk away feeling as if they are getting that exact same elite service, regardless of their price point. At the end of the day, there is so much that we offer back to clients. And I truly love that I have built this business and knowing that our clients really do trust us. And they trust that we are going to take ownership of their home as if it's our own. So really, home ownership is something that I pride myself with when I am representing a seller. And when I'm representing a buyer, not being scared to remind that buyer that they don't have to love every property they walk into. I want them to find that home in which they walk in that front door and they know it's home. They feel it to their core. And if they don't have that feeling, I remind them that feeling will come. And when you get that feeling, I will see it in your eyes and I will know that that is the property that we need to move forward. If it takes 20 times, 30 times, 40 times of walking through different homes to get that feeling, that's okay. We are going to educate our clients along the way. We're going to make sure that they know that we are their biggest cheerleader and we're going to do everything we can to make sure they get the home of their dreams.